this is my Minecraft base. And this is a big ugly cliff. What does A have to do with B, you might ask? Well, a big ugly cliff is right behind Minecraft base, so I want to make it not ugly and part of the Minecraft base. To be fair, it is looking a bit more stark than usual because I've just spent some time clearing it all out, and I took down this big old lump off to the left, which took a little while. But honestly, what do you even do with a big cliff that size if not make a giant hobbit hole? I've had this little vision in my head for what my ultimate hobbit hole would look like, but this is going to be our basic block palette. It kind of involves quite a few blocks. Pink and blue to tie it in with our other buildings around here. Ooh, actually don't look at the back's ugly. We only look at the front of builds here, but some of these blocks are really easy to get, like the woods. And I already have a bunch of blue concrete, but we need a lot of white terracotta and a lot of moss. Especially a lot of moss. The plan is to make the roofs out of moss. And for that, we're going to need a source of bone meal since we bone meal moss to get more, and we don't have a skeleton farm or any sort of mob farm. Well, except for our zombie one. So I was thinking of getting a bunch of our spare blocks, which at the moment we have mostly stone from taking down that cliff, and just sort of seeing if we can hide some kind of mob farm in our temple. And if we can do that, we'll have enough bone meal for all the moss that we need. Okay, so this is our temple. The only part that's actually in use is the very top, where we have our little mending villager, but if we break in here, we have all of this. Oh, I hope there's no mobs spawning. There might be some little corners and things that are not very lit up, but it surprisingly seems okay. But how about it? This is a good place to hide a mob farm, right? Got our little weird berries up there. I'm just gonna see if I can wing it with this and plan something out that actually will fit in here. I spent a little while mucking around, kind of trying to find the center and how high up we can go, and also I realized that it can't be centered just because it has to be 2 blocks wide in the middle. But also it doesn't really matter what it looks like because the whole point is that we're hiding it. And this is the point we've gotten to. It looks like we'll only be able to do the 1 layer, but we just need to kind of build out around all of the sides here. I've decided to switch to using stone brick as well, just because even though this is going to be kind of ugly no matter what, it at least kind of goes with the stone brick tuff a bit better. So we're just going around building the platforms. Okay, and now with the platforms built out, we're going to add all of the trapdoors and add the water. Then we can build walls and cover over the whole thing. And finally, we're ready to take out all the torches and get this thing going. I'm just going to make my escape out the side here and block it up. And I have made it an AFK farm so that we can just kind of go about our business and hopefully it'll collect stuff in here. And that is what we're going to do. I want to kind of figure out how we're going to get in and out of here in future. Oh, that's a creeper. Oh my gosh. Why is there a creeper behind me? That is terrifying. Can you please get away from here? Okay, well, the mobs are spawning outside of the farm, so that's not what we want. But I was thinking we could do a little kind of secret entrance under a waterfall like here, and also coming in from the side so that we don't have to make a whole entrance area out the front here. But the front is more just about the temple and not about coming into a mob farm, so we can just preserve the original look. And I did just go AFK for a bit so we can see if the mob farm worked. Hello, little guy. What are you doing on there? Can you not get down or up? I think he's stuck. But this is definitely a slow working AFK kind of mob farm. We can't actually just stand here and wait for things to spawn because I think the platform is too close. But when we're just pottering around our base, mobs fall down here and die, and we've got lots of things in here. It looks like we had a couple of witches, but 40 bones, that's the main thing we're after. Oh, and arrows, and we can get our first bow. Power to unbreaking too. We actually still don't have a bow in this world, so that'd be nice. Oh, hello, Mr. Piggy. How did you even get in here? Well, with all our bones now, we'll be able to start growing our moss for our big hobbit hole. But before we do that, I don't want to leave this in this kind of state, so we are going to clean it up and just actually put in a nice floor and try to make it look decent. So let's get working on that. Now we have these 4 paths all going into the center. I want to border them with a block and then maybe have some moss and gardens, and we can make it kind of like a lush cave. But I was thinking of what to border this with, and I don't know if this is a completely strange choice. It probably is. So I kind of want this coal. Oh, there's a lot of coal. Yay. But the reason behind the iron blocks is just that honestly I have too much of it, and I just thought we might as well use it for something fun and decorative. Why not? I don't think I've ever even made an iron beacon now because I'm just sitting here thinking that this sound is really strange to me. Oh, we ran out. We have to go get more. It's okay. We have heaps of it. After adding the iron, I was sick of it being so dark, so I decided to go get a bunch of glowberries, and we can hang them all from the bottom of the mob farm. And then we're filling in the 4 quadrants, which is the rest of the floor, with dirt, which is a bit silly because I just dug some of this out, but we're going to make it into moss. Then we're going to add some spruce pillars and pale oak fences. Lastly, I added these little rivery things bordering the paths. And we did it! We're done! We've made our mob farm to make our hobbit hole. This is how it's all looking, so it's not symmetrical, which is definitely going to bother me forever. But if you just ignore that, it is kind of cool in here. Wow, azalea trees. Get distracted by the azalea trees. Oh yeah, and I changed the entrances as well. They're way cooler now, and I did end up using the main front entrance because I managed to hide it under these 2 waterfalls. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Sometimes you just have to sit on things for a bit. But you wouldn't even know it's here, and you can go right on in. And we've got one coming out this side as well, so eventually we can path to here. We just don't have any buildings over there yet. But we're about to because it is hobbit hole time. Let's go collect all of the moss that we need now. Woo! Ow. Yeah, sometime we've definitely got to improve that entrance. And we're going to actually need a piece of moss or a couple to start us off. And I don't want to wreck our base by digging it all up. Maybe there's somewhere underground we can do this. Oh, like a nice moss collecting cave. This will be perfect. Let's do it! Okay, we've made a mess. I mean, widened the cave vertically. Yep, that's definitely it. But we have a full inventory of moss and other random things. So let's head back up. And now with a bunch of moss, I'm going to set up a box here just because we don't have any shulker boxes. So we might as well get everything ready in the right spot. Actually, I'm moving that to the side. It's going to be in the way of building. And then off camera, I'm going to work on getting the woods really quickly so we can move on to getting this white terracotta. But this portion should be really fast now that we're bone meal. And that's all done. We got a whole lot of wood and we got some other random blocks as well. And now we really just need to go get a bunch of white terracotta, and we have been to a mesa before, so I'll be able to find it pretty easy. The only other thing I'd like out in that direction is some cactus flowers, but we can also just plant some cactus here. And we'll just see if they grow any flowers. I don't really know how rare the flowers are, but I guess we're gonna find out. Okay, happy growing, my little cactus friends. Good luck with your flowers. We are off. Oh, there's a fox in my boat. I guess we won't be taking our boat. I have another one, false alarm, and it started raining as soon as I slept, which is so annoying. We're in for a full day of rain. That is disgusting. And so here we are enduring the sad rain vibes on our journey. Also, hello giant mushroom island. This thing is so big, I don't even think you can call it an island anymore. And here's a fun underwater shot. And now we're here and the rain's gone, yay! And now we're finished with our white terracotta collecting, but I saw some things up in this hole that may be worth investigating. And there's zombies. It's a zombie hole. Actually, we don't even have torches on us. Make some torches. Back to the zombie hole. This actually looks like a normal spawner within one of those mineshaft thingies. It totally is. We've just got a spawner room off a mineshaft. Okay, let's take a look at the loot though. Oh, bones. And in this chest we have horse armor. And then on the way home we should see if we can find any cactus flowers. Oh, does anyone get extra freaked out by these little corners? There could be a creeper right behind any one of them. Ah, what is that noise? Spooky mesa noises. I don't like it. Oh, let's leave. I want to go home. But first of all, I want to find some cactus flowers. Oh my gosh, my first cactus flowers that I've ever had ever. In my whole life and in this world, I think. And there's some more over here. My plan for these is to put them on the mossy roof. It's gonna be so cute. Wait. Oh, I'm in a hole. Oh, and the cactus flower got wrecked on the cactus. I thought maybe they wouldn't despawn because how awkward is this? So sad. Oh, no. Okay, I'm mad. Ow. I'm mad and hurt. I'm covered in spikes, probably. Let's go home. And we have returned to our base. I'm sick of calling it our base. We kind of need a name for this place. What should we call it? The features are that it's very bright and colourful and in a mega spruce forest. And it's also along a riverside. So honestly, anything to do with those features would be cool. Oh, and look at that. Our cacti have been growing. We've gotten 1 flower. Ow. But that makes 12 overall. So I think that'll be enough. And I want to take this down so we can get started with building. There is going to be one final thing that we'll definitely need to go get for the build, but for now I think we have enough stuff to get started. And it's in the nether, so I want to procrastinate on that because I'm scared and I don't want to go to a fortress. Okay, let's get started though. I've marked out the main entrance to our hobbit hole and I want to have 2 sets of stairs going up to it and like a little garden bed on either side. And then we're going to start pillaring and make it into a big hobbit hole shape. And it's going to look very big and flat, but don't judge just yet. We're then going to make a classic kind of curvy hobbit hole roof with dark oak. And now that we're here, this is the kind of basic hobbit hole shape, but we do need to fill in the roof in order to add bits above it. So I do want sections of building above as well as towers and whatnot. So we're going to go straight into the moss roof. And then after the mossification, I was able to get onto making the roofs on the roof, if that makes any sense. And now we have the roof with the 2 other roofs doing their roof thing. And now I've said roof too many times and it doesn't sound like a word, but I wanted to show you guys my gradient. So I wanted a lot of this to be white, but I wanted to make sure I incorporate pink and blue as well because of the other buildings around here. So we're going to have this kind of pink to white as our main gradient, and then we'll work in blue as well. And that's going to be a little more clunky, but we've got this light blue wool and this grey concrete powder to help us out with that. So let's do a little time lapse and start filling in the walls. And while it's time-lapse time, I want to again thank my Blossom Club members. That is my YouTube members who support me so much and get extra videos and other content from me. And I appreciate you all so, so much. Okay, this is so off track, but while I was building, I went to get more bone meal, I whacked a zombie villager, and look at this rare drop that we got. We have a zombie cleric head now. Ah, who's that? Oh, it's just me. Okay, but here we are. This is our hobbit hole. It's not 100% done, but it is, let's say 96% done. On the outside, that is. The inside is literally 0% done. It's just a wall. But let's go into free cam for a second, and you'll see the main thing we need is windows. And this is where going to the nether comes into play, because I was going to use these redstone lamps, but they're kind of a mess on the inside with all of the torches that you need for them. Oh no, I've trapped myself in here. But I've never really used copper bulbs much before, and they're the other option. They don't require redstone torches, but they do unfortunately require blaze rods. And we haven't even been to a fortress in this world, so it's going to be a mission, but we've got our gold pants. And I guess a shield might be a cool idea. Wait, how do you make a shield? How do you spell shield? Oh, that's embarrassing. All right, nether time, let's go. We need blaze rods. Let's do it. Oh, whoa, why am I? No. Okay, this is a great start. Why was I being attacked? I don't even know you. Oh, he's breaking down my door. Get up. I even tried to mob-proof this section with all these stupid pressure plates, but they seem to be getting in anyway. And I'm just kind of scared because I killed one. Are you all going to come for me? Nope, no one saw that. Okay, we're friends. Those guys have no thoughts. Not a single thought. The fortress is over here. Unfortunately, it's over lava. And literally our only options are to bridge or to go through the nether roof. I guess since there's no ghasts around, we can try to bridge. I'm not looking forward to it. We're going to try create a safe bridge like this, where nobody can see us. And we're nearly there. We just need to get over here, but there is a ghast hanging around up over there. Hopefully it's far away enough. Oh, we made it. A terrible fortress. Somehow I've never been so relieved to enter a fortress. And there's already a blaze. Why didn't I bring a bow? That was an oversight. I'm gonna go get a bow. If memory serves, there's a pretty good bow in here, aside from being dead. But we can put mending on it, mend it up, and we'll be golden. We're gonna be golden. We're back at the fortress, and the blaze is actually gone, which is kind of a relief, but also not, because we want blaze rods. I hate the open air bit of a fortress, but now we're safe in a tunnel. Well, safe as we can be in a fortress. We're gonna block off all of the corners. Oh! Ow. Imagine just using my shield. Imagine that. And it didn't drop a rod. And we're at some stairs and I'm definitely hearing some things. Here we go. Let's just use our looting sword because it's got looting. Oh, that's a spawner. Ah! I don't want to be at a spawner. Well, I kind of do, but I'm scared. We got our first 2 blaze rods. There's a lot of them. Ow. Ow. And after accepting that I might just have to be on fire, I quickly accumulated 40 blaze rods. Whoa. Thank you, looting 3. And with that, we can leave. Goodbye, blazes. Not gonna miss you at all. Oh, a little bit of wither skeleton killing. Piglins. Meanwhile, we haven't even seen a wither skeleton. Oh, there's a ghast. And now we can make the thing that we wanted to make. And we've got a ton of blaze rods left over to fight the dragon one day. But I think all we need is spruce buttons in order to turn them on. So let's give this a try. Oh, we can't get through there. But if we go 1, 2, 1, press the button. Yes, I turn on and then we can remove the buttons. And now stay on. Let's do that to all of our remaining windows. How is this? That's all the windows. I think it's looking so good. Also, if you didn't notice, we've got all of our little cactus flowers in here. I think it's so cute. But there's still a couple of final aspects to the exterior. One of them is to do something with this whole front area, but the other is to make walled gardens on each side. Or at least I think that's the plan, but we're going to kind of see how we go. So we're going to use the same white to pink blocks. And this is kind of why on the sides I didn't build the roof all the way back, because I want this to all be a wall. Actually, we'll start with pink on the bottom. And then we're going to build it up and also do it on this side as well. And it'll make the whole thing look a lot more grand and substantial, hopefully. And here it is with the walls, and I'll give you a little top view as well. So this is it from the top. Once we dig into the hill, it's going to have so much space inside, which I want to use for storage. But now that these little walls are done and I've planted some trees and moss and things up the top, I want to work on this front section, which is just going to be some gardens. Of course, we also need to make a path that kind of connects to the rest of our base, so I'm going to work on all that now. So I moved the zombie village ahead and made a path that goes to our house in the front of our base. I planted some trees either side of the hobbit hole. Collected and planted flowers in little garden beds. And dug out little sections to make little fountains out of stone brick. I think our final touch here will be these little lampposts. And here it is coming up along the path. We have our giant hobbit hole with our little gardens out the front. And here is a better view of it all. And you're probably wondering what we're going to put inside. I don't remember if I told you guys yet. But as you can see, it's quite a feature of our base. So I want it to be our storage room. Our house is getting way too small to store everything, but we still have to dig out this whole thing, and I want it to be quite big and epic. And usually I don't like splitting up episodes, but because we've spent quite a while on the outside and I want to spend it quite a while on the inside as well, I think we will do this next time. Oh, also the other reason for this is that the Copper Age update just came out, and if I wait a couple of days, we should be able to update the world and update some of our mods for it. Oh, but I'm just seeing one final thing that absolutely needs doing. Our little bulbs are starting to oxidize. I may have totally forgotten that that happens, and no, we don't have a honey farm. So for now, we're just gonna go like that. We'll get that sorted next time, but definitely look out for the next episode, the interior of our hobbit hole, aka our big storage room. I'm so excited to work on it and to have little copper golems running around. It's gonna be so cute. But leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.